Hello everyone, praise the Lord. Have you ever felt unqualified for a task or overwhelmed by challenges? You're not alone. Moses, one of the most significant figures in the Bible, was called by God despite his fears and flaws. Today, let's explore who Moses was, what made him so special, and how his life can inspire us. Moses' story begins in the book of Exodus. He was born during a time when Pharaoh ordered all Hebrew baby boys to be killed. His mother Jochebed hid him in a basket along the Nile River, where Pharaoh's daughter found and raised him. Though raised as an Egyptian prince, Moses never forgot his Hebrew heritage. At 40, Moses fled Egypt after killing an Egyptian who was mistreating a Hebrew. He spent the next 40 years in Midian as a shepherd, but everything changed when God appeared to him in a burning bush, calling him to lead the Israelites out of slavery. Moses was an extraordinary leader, but he wasn't without challenges. Let's look at what made him so unique. Number 1. Leadership and obedience. Moses led over 1,000,000 people through the wilderness for 40 long years. Despite their complaints, he stayed faithful to God's commands. Number 2. Faith in God. He trusted God to part the Red Sea and provide manna and water in the desert. His faith turned impossible situations into miracles. Number 3. Humbleness. Despite his position, Moses was described as the most humble man on earth, as it is mentioned in Numbers chapter 12, verse 3. He knew his strength came from God and not himself. But Moses also struggled with self-doubt. He felt unqualified because of his speech difficulties and even argued with God, saying, "I am not eloquent," as it is mentioned in Exodus chapter 4 verse 10. Yet God reassured him, "I will be with you," he said. Moses' life teaches us three powerful lessons, and that is, number 1, God uses the unlikely. Moses was hesitant, imperfect, and even fearful, but God still used him to accomplish great things. This reminds us that our weakness don't disqualify us from God's plans. Number 2 is trust God's timing. Moses waited 40 long years in the desert before stepping into his purpose. Sometimes God prepares us during seasons of waiting. Number 3. Stay humble and dependent on God. Moses achieved incredible things, not because of his abilities, but because of his obedience and reliance on God. The journey of Moses. So, my dear friends, the story of Moses isn't just a history. It's a reminder of God's power to work through anyone who says yes to Him. If you feel inspired by the journey of Moses, share this video and let's continue exploring more amazing biblical characters together. Until then, may this word be a heavenly boon for you today. Stay blessed.